lungs taste the air of time blown past fallen sand.
Greetings to you, fellow travellers of the Golden Path. This is just a quick video to let you know I have received a pair of the Red Dragon Dreadnought gauntlets. So they're new. I bought them on the introductory offer. They were offering them for 130 squidaroos from the night shop. I got them in a couple of days. I went for the 12-inch fingertip to wrist variety. I was a bit worried they'd be on the small side, but these have actually turned out to be perfect. So if you have sort of decent sized hands, that is probably a good one to go for. You measure from your fingertip to about here, and mine was a little under the full size for this glove, and they've got another one where it would go down to there. So if you've got a giant hands, you should probably be accommodated for as well. So it's two sizes at the moment, from what I could see, but I'm sure they'll release more later. I had already filmed this video and my phone overheated and all the footage was lost. So I'm going to go again and pretend like I'm not very angry about that happening and try and do it all again. I unboxed it and everything for you, but you know, hey ho. So first things first, the material out the box feels kind of flexible. It does feel like there's a lot of squidge and shift and movement in them, okay? So that concerned me a little bit. But we'll wait until we've got them on and we start hitting them to sort of judge that. Now, they've got these really brilliant straps here, which means you can force them on. Obviously, gloves where they're a little bit more tight-fitting, as these are, have a tendency when they're sweaty to be really difficult to put back on again. But these haven't really got that issue because you can yank them on quite hard because this sort of little like lanyard here, or I don't know, pull tie, whatever you're going to call it, is pretty damn useful. So, the gloves themselves, you have a look there. They're pretty damn dexterous. They're pretty damn dexterous. They feel really good to wear, actually. They're really quite comfortable. I said in the video that you haven't seen, because it doesn't exist anymore, I was expecting them to be somewhere between a pair of the original sort of like lightweight, sort of adapted lacrosse gloves that Red Dragons sell. These were like my very first gloves when I started HEMA. Somewhere between these and a pair of spes heavies. So I was hoping for the protection of the spes with the dexterity of those. And to be honest, I've worn those a lot and they're still quite difficult to get a full like grip in. These, however, fresh out the box, even though I can feel they need a bit of wearing in, are much, much easier to grab with already. My hand moves quite nicely inside, and I can actually sort of like close my whole hand into sort of like a little pinch like that. So I've actually got quite a lot of finger dexterity there, and I can do pistol grips and all these sort of like fine motor movements and not being inhibited by the glove. So that plastic flexibility does provide a lot of mobility. Now, okay, once more with feeling. My phone's obviously not feeling it today. It's been uploading videos all day and I swear it's been like 21 degrees and this is a loft room, so I think it's just toasty. Who can blame it? Now, as I was about to say, before my phone really cut out on me again, I've already done this. This being the beating test to see how the actual glove holds up. Now, what I can tell you from having beaten the crap out of this one already, my little finger gets a little bit trapped sometimes. It can get a little bit pinned at the very tip of it. I can feel that it's just pinching. Not like awfully. It's not like straight contact, but it's not quite as protective as obviously the spes heavies, but I wasn't expecting it to be. The rest of the fingers, however, feel pretty good, and the thumb surprisingly feels quite good, because that was the bit I was kind of worried about, because obviously it's not the speses, and the speses have got that fully enclosed thumb tip, whereas this just doesn't have that. So I think I'll probably end up with a pinch thumb at some point. But like I say, I bought these not necessarily as a replacement for my spes heavies, because these are the best, but for something I could use potentially for light steel sparring or for one-handed sparring. Obviously, I do a lot of the rondel dagger stuff, and it would be nice to wear a pair of gloves that aren't just a pair of gardening gloves. So, that being said, in terms of hitting, so on the side plate there on the top of the thumb, can't really feel anything at all. In fact, I'll just grab a blade so it's like a more natural hold. So this is kind of where my hand's going to be if I was holding a sword anyway. So that bit, nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing really at all. The back, tiny bit, I guess, tiny bit. I can feel that. Not like the worst, but it's just a piece of padding. You alright, mate? You want to come in? Excuse me. Come on in. Hello. I'm testing out these gloves. What do you think? What do you think of these? They're new. You want to come up? Hello. I can pet you in them. Look, they're all dexterous and everything. How cool is that? How cool is that? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So they are dog pettable friendly. That's very good. Oh, you got hair all over them now. Look. What do you think? Think I made a good choice? Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Right, so where was I? Oh yeah, the grip here. I keep smashing my fingers like that. Like I say, I can. Oh yeah, I can feel it on the little finger there. If I catch it like right on where the rivet is and try and pin it down into my little finger there, I can definitely feel that. And I reckon if that was something going at full speed, don't start with a pig. Oi, don't start with a pig. I'm filming. So the actual hits on the thumb, just fine. Fingers fine. Tops of the knuckles fine. Obviously that bit there is exposed, but I think it's kind of exposed on the spes heavies as well, just not quite as much because the plate comes to sort of about here. So obviously you don't want to get hit there, but obviously decent hand positioning should prevent that. Oi, you! I love you, but no squeaking, please and thank you. So, all in all, pretty impressed with that. I'm not going to beat them much further because I'm going to wait until I can get a hold of an actual longsword and fight with 6-0 HEMA or whoever from the club. So, with that being said, they feel pretty good. First initial impressions, pretty good. They feel solid. They feel very, very dexterous. They're light as well. I'm not feeling my hands encumbered. They're like quite a bit lighter actually than the quite a bit lighter than the spes heavies. Wait, listen. Forget it. So, quite a bit lighter than the spes heavies, which is nice. Obviously, I think they're going to be a step down in terms of protection. But little bastard. Oi! Yeah, you. Get in your bed. Listen, you can trash the piggy afterwards, alright? You can trash the piggy afterwards. Basically, he has dinner, and then he absolutely wrecks one of his toys for a bit. That's just his habit. So, just chill for a second. I'm almost done. So, plates are obviously a lot more sturdy on the spes heavy, hence why it's a bit heavier and denser, and you can really like count on these to keep your hands alive if you're in a full contact. For German longsword, those are what you want to go for. I noticed a lot of people who do Fiore, where they're not very sort of chop heavy, the same as sort of like the German guys. Not that they don't use chops, but they seem to be a lot more elegant and thrust centric. I find the guys I've fought. I reckon these gloves will be freaking perfect for you guys because they give you all that hand mobility and flexibility you need to actually like perform all of those the cool stances that you go through. And likewise for us, you know, I couldn't with my speses. It's only since I've gotten this sword I could get up into arcs properly and comfortably. But I can see these, meaning I can do it really well. You know, that's actually quite comfortable. That lends themselves to it very nicely, and the grip's nice. It feels nice and grippy because it's sort of suede. It's also vented on the palm, which is ideal. So that means it should sort of let the sweat get out. The actual stuff it's made of, it says it's made of microfiber, which should be wicking. So sweat management, maybe something they've thought about, and they've got a protective foam under all the plastics, which is ideal. So all in all, just from sort of like just wearing them here, I can see them being a real asset. And the Billy bonus on these, that I have already shown the camera, obviously the camera has died, is that if you use a single-handed sword, oh look at that, they are perfect for gripping single-handed swords with a finger ring. And you can do all those elegant little stabby motions that you need to do while you're fighting with one of these. So I think, all in all, I will probably end up using these for fighting with a long sword when I'm not fighting, I guess, someone who's a very powerful cutter, which is pretty much everyone in my club. So I shall have to test them and see. Right now, because I haven't put them through trial by combat, I'm not going to say I would put my fingers on the line wearing these just to just because I haven't had a chance to put them through. Like, I know the speses have kept me out of hospital several times, so I don't know if these will do the same. But in terms of just like a protective pair of gauntlets that seem like they should be pretty damn sturdy and do the job of keeping your fingers more or less safe while doing a full contact blade oriented sport, I'd say these are well worth a punt. £130 as well. It's not much lower than they're going to go full market value for. So, all in all, I think they might be on for a winner here. Obviously, it's something they might have to update some things. It might turn out the rivets material needs updating, or the padding needs integrating, or they need to move some stuff around in terms of like how long the finger plates are. But for the first batch, I reckon these are pretty kick-ass. They look damn cool as well. I like they've gone for the little like red dragon there, just a little subtle one. Because you know, not gonna lie, as a HEMAist, and I'm sure they've heard it before, this stuff's kind of obnoxious. you don't need branding that big, dude. Just a little patch is fine. We all know. So these are beautiful. They'd look really nice with. I know you can get the full like what's it called, like Mac armories, is it? The full sort of like gothic looking armored plate made out of plastic. So these would be like a nice matching set of gauntlets for that. But yeah, keep an eye out. I will be fighting in these on Friday, and I will put them through their paces there, and we will see how they do. I really want to do just like I really want to do a lewd gesture, but I'll wait until I'm in front of 6-0 HEMA on Friday, and I'll do it to him instead. All in all, dead impressed. Comfortable, lightweight, flexible, and pretty protective as far as I can tell without actually fighting full contact with them. So right now they get a big thumbs up from me. Super happy with them. Obviously you can put them on your own and you can take them off on your own even while wearing the pair, and put them back on again, more importantly, after you've been sweating in them, which is something that I've found with other gloves. Even the illustrious Pro Gauntlets were a real issue to do. I've tried on a pair of those from a friend, and they were an absolute bitch to put back on when they were wet. So, no problem. Like, at all, actually. That was super comfortable and super easy. So, I think that's important. So, if you have an injury, that you can sort of take your glove off fast. But also, if someone else has an injury, and you need to, like, I'm the first aider for the group, you need to be able to do something about it. You need to be able to take your gauntlets off quickly and in a hurry. And that's seconds. So, that's ideal. They're very comfortable to wear, and they feel great gripping weapons. Come here, Axe. Oh yeah. Watch out, boys. I've got no reason to keep my hands safe anymore. Alright, cool. So, that's it from me for now. I will get back to you on the next video regarding how they actually hold up in full contact. But for now, thanks for watching. Long live the fighters. They're bloody brilliant, these, aren't they? Yes, they are.